Monica here. Today I am going to share with you my version of Hainanese chicken rice. This dish comprises of tender chicken cooked slowly in hot water, infused with aromatics like lemongrass, ginger and garlic. This slow cooking results in very tender and succulent chicken, which is then cut into bite sizes. I will serve this chicken with chili sauce, sweet sauce and also soya sauce. I will also top this chicken with sprigs of coriander and julienned spring onions. It is normally served with cucumber and tomato as accompaniment. The rice itself is very fragrant. Its fragrance comes from the fried chicken fat, garlic and ginger. The lemongrass and pandan leaves also give additional fragrance to the rice. So today I'm going to show you how to cook this delicious Hainanese chicken rice in 3 simple steps. Let's go! Step 1. Cooking the chicken. Here I have 1.4 kg of chicken. I have cleaned it thoroughly, inside and outside. Inside is very important to clean it, because we want the broth to remain clear, when the chicken is put inside. All the debris or all the whatever innards, just wash it out, so that's very important. And then we have chopped off the legs down here, so we are going to put it inside the broth as well. And then I have also taken out the fat, the chicken fat from the rear end of the chicken. We want to use it to cook the rice, so that was put aside. Other than that, the chicken now is ready to be put inside the hot soup, So what do we put inside the hot soup? So what I want is I want the water, so I will bring 4 liters of water, to a boil afterwards, So before I boil it, I will put in a few ingredients. One of them is the chicken stock, which the one that I'm using, it has no MSG, so I put 1 chicken stock inside. Then ginger, so it's 100 grams of ginger. I have bashed it lightly like so, to release the aroma. So about 100 grams, so you put all in. And I also have 5 cloves of garlic, I have just taken out the skin and then just drop it like that, no need to mince it, And then I also have this thing here, spring onions. Now instead of putting the spring onions into the cavity of the chicken, I will just drop it here, and later if you can, you just remove it, The reason is because I want the cavity to be clear so that the hot water can flow through and cook the inside more efficiently, So that's why I put all these ingredients outside, to flavor the broth, and then eventually when the broth flows through the cavity, it will also flavor the inside as well as the outside, Now I also want to put in the lemongrass, so there are 2 stalks of lemongrass here which I have lightly bashed, so you can just drop it in. And then okay, so looks like all the 5 ingredients have gone in. So I'm going to bring this pot of water to boil. So once it boils, I will show you what to do with the chicken, so this one, don't add the chicken yet, we bring this to boil. The water, I think, is boiling now, so it's boiling very vigorously. So what we need to do now is to take out the chicken, and then we will just give it a few sort of baths of water, of hot water. It's more to temper it, to prevent the chicken from the skin from breaking, So it is like tempering the chicken, So a few scoops of hot water onto the skin. It makes the skin a lot stronger, so it doesn't break during the cooking process, So this only with hot water, so you just put the hot water like so, like that, a bit inside as well through the cavity, So once you have done this, you can just gently drop the chicken into the boiling water, like that. And you'll notice that the water won't boil as vigorously at this point. So we will wait for the water to come to a boil again. Yeah. So once it comes to a boil, we are going to turn off the flame. Yeah. So we'll just wait for a while for the water to come to a boil. Alright, now the water is boiling vigorously. We can turn off the flame, yeah, and close it, yeah. So remember, this is a very important step, yeah, to turn off the burner. Yeah, the reason is because we want to cook it low and slow so that the heat energy can slowly penetrate through the flesh, yeah, without leaving the inside being uncooked. We want the inside to get to cooked first, yeah, as well as the outside, yeah. So and you want it to do it very slowly, so it will result in very tender chicken, yeah. If the flame is not switched off and if you boil it continuously, the chicken will become hard and rubbery, yeah, and dry, yeah. So this is the key to getting tender, moist, and soft chicken, yeah. So you're going to you have already turned off the flame, so you let it soak in this hot water, immersed in it for 45 minutes, yeah, and then later we'll see what happens, yeah, after that, yeah. So we wait for 45 minutes. Okay, 45 minutes has elapsed, and I have also, after 45 minutes of no flame, I turn on the flame again until the chicken broth is boiling like that, yeah. So when it's boiling, what you want to do is to sort of poke this chicken under the armpit. Maybe you turn off the flame, yeah. Put it under the flame, like under the wings like that, yeah, and then drain off whatever that's inside, yeah. So whatever water that's inside, let's drain it off, yeah, and also dip it inside the hot water again, yeah, to encourage the hot water to get into the cavity, yeah. So you do it about 2-3 times, yeah, so that the hot water can get in. So you notice that the flow of hot water is very, very good here because I didn't stuff too many things inside. Nothing was stuffed inside, so the hot water could get in, and there's even cooking inside, from inside and from outside, yeah. And I hold the chicken and poke the chicken under the wings, not to so that I don't deface the beautiful chicken that I have cooked. So okay, so now this is the second part. You turn off the flame again so that it can cook in this hot water, yeah, low and slow for another 30 minutes, yeah. So once 30 minutes has elapsed, the chicken will be nice, beautiful, tender, soft, and moist, yeah. So okay, so we are going to close this and wait for 30 minutes. All right, the chicken has been in the warm water, in the hot water, for about another 20 to 30 minutes, yeah, with the flame off, yeah. So I have just taken it out after that duration of time, and what you need to do then is to sort of brush it with sesame seed oil. I've got about 2 tablespoons of it, yeah. So you just use a clean brush and brush the skin like that, yeah. So after brushing that, what you need to do is to leave it to cool down before you cut it, yeah. So that cooling down, the juices will be reabsorbed into the meat, yeah. So the meat will become very juicy and tender, yeah. So you can put it on this side as well as on the other side, yeah. So we will just turn it the other side. It's a bit hot, so we have to be a bit careful. So okay, so you turn the other side and also slather these skin with a bit of sesame seed oil. I think that's enough, yeah. Okay, so we'll leave these to cool while we look at the second part, step 2. Right, step 2 now, we are going to cook the rice, yeah. So we start off by stir frying the chicken fat that was harvested from the rear of the chicken, and I've cut it into small pieces like that, yeah. And then you just drop it into your pan, yeah, like that. And you need not put any oil because you can render this chicken fat and then the oil will just come out and it will be sufficient to cook the rice. Yeah, so we will put it on medium flame and we continue to stir fry this until the fat oozes out. Yeah, once the fat oozes out, you will notice that this whatever that's left, the remnant of this chicken fat will be very crispy. I'll just put it inside with the rice to cook. Yep, you can see the oil that comes out of it is more than enough for the chicken rice, so you need not add additional oil. So once you can see that the oil has come out, yeah, so we put in the ginger. Yeah, so this is minced ginger. I have just cut it into very small pieces. You might just need about, I would say, a thumb size. Yeah, you need not put all of this. You just about a thumb size of ginger. Give it a good stir. You put in the ginger first because it takes longer to brown. Before I put in the garlic. Yeah, so later I'm going to put in the garlic. Okay, the ginger has gone in. Alright, so when it's slightly brown like this, you will then introduce the garlic, yeah? Or maybe I think I need not have the garlic. I think I will just put the ginger, yeah? I think that it's good enough to just put the ginger. Then we will have, the next thing here is the salt, yeah? Okay, maybe I'll put the salt later. So what I need to put now is the rice, yeah? So I just put 3 cups of basmati rice. You can put your own favorite rice. I think basmati rice is quite nice. Yeah, our family love it. Yeah, so because of the fact that it holds its shape even after cooking, and at the same time it has very low GI. Yeah, so that's why we use this basmati rice to act as a chicken rice. Yeah, so we will slowly give it a stir like this until the rice becomes dry. Yeah, so a bit dry, and then we are going to transfer this into the rice pot. Yeah, okay, I'm going to transfer the rice that we have been frying just now. Yeah, no need to fry until too long, just a bit dry. You can see that it is quite dry now. The pan is you know, shows that there's no water left. So you just toss it into the rice cooker like so. And what you need to put next is the aromatic, delicious chicken broth that we use to cook the chicken. Yeah. So the broth that I have here, can you see that it is nice and clear? Yeah. So it's very important to clean the inside of the chicken before you cook the chicken. Otherwise, it will be very murky with lots of black bits all over. Yeah. So your rice won't be, you know, that nice. Yeah. So the way I see it is that, yeah, the amount of water you put in depends on what rice you know you have been using, and the amount of water depends on of course you know, the type of rice, as I said. Yeah, so you would just want to cook it normally as what you would cook your rice in the daily. Yeah, so I will put mine until about the amount that I need. Yeah, so for yours you just look at what rice you have and put the water accordingly. Yeah, so just use the broth as the liquid. All right, you might, after putting in the water, you might want to put in the pandan leaves, yeah, screw pine leaves, which I've knotted like that, so that it's easy for removal before you serve. And this is the lemongrass. Yeah, so I've got 2 stalks of lemongrass. Just drop them in like that. Yeah, so once everything has gone in, we are going to cook them, cook this rice as per normal. Alright, we have reached step 3, which is cooking the topping. So what would need is a little bit of oil, 2 tablespoons of oil like that. And then we will then fry the garlic. Yeah, fry the garlic. I have got about 5 cloves of minced garlic here. So I'll just drop it into the pan. Yeah, stir fry it until it's golden brown. Yeah. Okay, looks like it's almost golden brown. Yeah, I think this is a stage where we add other things, like for example, a small teaspoon of sugar. Yeah, sugar, small teaspoon. Then we have got about 2 tablespoons of soya sauce. And we also want to add sesame seed oil. Maybe I'll add that last. Yeah. So I will just have a scoop of that chicken stock that we made just now with the chicken inside. Yeah. 1 scoop of it. Yeah. Just 1 scoop of this. Boiling beautifully like this. And then we turn off the flame. Add a few drops of sesame seed oil. Yeah. Just a few drops. Yeah. To enhance the fragrance. Yeah. So then we put it aside. Yeah. So we put all this aside in a bowl. Yeah. And we then later, when the chicken is ready, after cutting, we will just use this as a topping. Yeah. Okay, so this is the topping. There you have it, a delicious platter of tender, succulent and juicy chicken rice. It is really very tender and soft, yeah, cooked this way. And you might want to do a bit of sprinkling of the topping, yeah, so maybe the topping that we made, remember step number 3, so you just sprinkle a little bit of this garlic, soya sauce and a bit of sugar, so it looks really good, yeah. And then you can also top it with a bit of spring onions. If you have coriander, you can put a bit of coriander. Yeah, I think that would be wonderful. Yeah, so a bit of topping of spring onions here. And the sauces, yeah, I have got 3 sauces here. One is the soya sauce. Yeah, so this is the soya sauce. This one is a chili sauce, but it is a very special chili sauce that comes with ginger and garlic. Yeah, so you if you have no time, yeah, all of us are very busy, so you just buy from the store. It is very good, yeah, and not too expensive. Yeah, it is ginger and garlic. Yeah, so this is the chili sauce that goes very well with the chicken rice. Now the third sauce is the sweet sauce. Yeah, so this is the sweet sauce and it looks something like this. Yeah, so it comes in a bottle like that, sweet sauce. Yeah, it lends a tinge of sweetness to the chicken. You can just sprinkle over it just before you eat it. Yeah, so you've got the basmati, fragrant rice, and the accompaniment, the cucumber. You can also have tomatoes, etc. All your any favorite vegetables will do. Yeah, so if you like this recipe, do give it a go when you have the time.